How do I sell my house? How do I sell my inherited house? How do I sell my probate house? These are questions often searched on the internet. So if you're looking to sell a house, particularly a probate, inherited, or house in a trust, there are essentially 5 ways you can do it. I'm going to break them down, give you some plus minuses, and give you an idea of the costs involved in each. For sale by owner, family, friends, you can put the word out that you're looking to move and let nature take its course. Chances are you know at least 3 people who are looking for a house right now, whether you realize it or not. You can put it on Zillow and Facebook Marketplace for free. The downside of Zillow is that they make it easy for buyers to click a button and get sent to an agent rather than sent to you. Yes, Zillow uses your house to get buyers' information and sell that to realtors instead of making it easy for them to go directly to you. Because of that and other factors, I will tell you that 95% of the calls you're going to get are from agents. If you're lucky enough to get into a good deal with a buyer, you can always have an attorney draw up the paperwork for you. If you need a good attorney, let me know. I can recommend several to you. Selling with an agent. First, commissions are negotiable, so there's no minimum you have to pay. I myself have a menu, and you can pick what package you want, whatever you're comfortable with. Besides, a good agent will be able to demonstrate how they're earning that commission and how it's not really costing you as much as you think. These are usually the highest sale prices because agents and brokers are regulated and watched over to a point. Enough about agents. I can tell you all day long why you should use an agent and all the benefits and all that stuff, but I'm not going to do that. Flippers. Flipping means they buy, rehab, or remodel, then sell it right away without ever moving in. Investors who flip houses typically use the 65% ARV formula. Basically, they want to buy it at 65% of its after repair value. So if it's a $500,000 house, they want to be in it around $325,000, assuming it needs updating. If it doesn't need any updating, they may pay a little more, but most of the loans they use require a 65% ARV or less. Now, that's a rule of thumb not written in stone. But you're getting a 35% loss on what your house could sell for because many times a house needs far less work than the owner thinks it needs, especially in an estate, especially in a probate or a house that's in a trust or an inherited house, or even an older house. Wholesalers. These investors will typically get a signed contract with you to buy your house with the ability to assign that contract to a buyer they find. The danger in this is that there's double transfer tax in Pennsylvania. And if they don't pay it when they sell to the buyer and just slide the title from your name to the buyer's name, you'll be responsible to pay that if the state or city of Philadelphia catches you. And they often do. It's Pennsy and Jersey for sellers. The other downside is that this is by far the lowest price you're going to get. They're typically less than half of its current value. Not repaired value, current value. Like any other business, there are good, fair wholesalers, but the bad outnumber the good. In fact, the city of Philadelphia has been cracking down on wholesalers because they have so many complaints from family members. Because the wholesalers have the reputation of taking advantage of sellers, particularly those who are in the most need. Even the city of Philadelphia, which is cracking down on nothing right now, is cracking down on them. So be careful. Get a second opinion. At the very least, get a second opinion. iBuyers and hold investors. These are people and entities who buy and hold to rent properties. You may have heard about this recently on the news because the government is currently talking about capping rent increases on a national level when the rental unit is corporate owned. These typically take the house as is and have criteria called a buy box that they use to make their decisions. They typically allow you all the time you need to find another home and move, sometimes allowing you to stay in the house after closing. They usually pay a little more than other investors, and the commission, while still negotiable by federal law, is typically half of what you'd expect. My company, EXP, has an instant offer program involving some of the highest paying entities. If you'd like more information about that program with EXP, just reach out. I'm happy to explain it to you, give you the details, and see if your house fits into a buy box. Each method comes with plus and minuses, and results can vary with each. If you're thinking about selling, grab my comprehensive seller's guide by visiting the link below. It's filled with useful money-saving information. There's no cost, no obligation, and we never solicit. Always feel free to call me if you have any questions or want to discuss which of these is best for you. Hey, this is Bill Eaves, broker associate with eXp in Pennsylvania and licensed agent in New Jersey, and as always, thanks for watching.